Welcome everybody. We are back on live streaming some Railroader. And we're continuing our journey here on what appears to be the Indian Valley Railroad. Again, just trying to finish this journey off, give some cool, chill vibes, especially since I've been a little stressed lately, as everybody knows. So we're just going to have a little chill vibes kind of a thing as we depart and have fun at Almond. I do have to provide an update for you. Yes, we have a stream right now. I did have to push this one back. I will also have to likely change the timing of our community night on Thursday. It will still happen on Thursday. Please don't get me wrong. It will still happen on Thursday. However, we will likely start earlier than anticipated. Main reason is I now have a meeting. Good things. Nothing job related, unfortunately, but still some very good things, some very good modernizations going on and the like. So just be aware of that. Look out for that announcement. I see we have CVK Studios in the chat, Arctic Grey Wolf, and Southern 207 Hobbies, as well as Bandan. Welcome, everybody. And here we are departing on our journey. I also will say our community night, which you have to be a member of the channel to join, a member of the support crew, as well as a member of our Discord. I don't know if I'm going to do Railroader yet. The main reason is I really want to have a new mod pack in place for the next community night in Railroader. And I don't know if I will be able to have that done in time for this week's community night. So this week's community night might be golf with friends. It's been a while since we've done that. I feel like that would be fun. That'd be perfectly chaotic, especially if we keep collisions on. So, you know, we're going to try that. But also, we might just do something else. Who knows? We'll figure it out. And we might still do Railroader. Just with the pack the way it is now. And see what happens. There was an update. Hopefully, it didn't break anything. But you never know. So, yeah. Jackbox community night available. I don't have Jackbox. I don't know if I need to have Jackbox in order to do that. But maybe. It's an option. It is very much an option. John Rhodes, evening Midland, how are you today? I'm doing all right. Fortunately, still unemployed, but I'm trying to be positive and optimistic and trying to, you know, keep going. And as they say in the land of Great and Britain, keep calm and carry on. And, you know, we're here. We're streaming some Railroad. We got some trains and we got a Reading 6. So... yeah, we got, you know, we're doing pretty okay. We're doing pretty okay, you know? It's all good, Celestial Caboose. We just started about 5 minutes ago. And good evening, Mel Mike. Good evening. Welcome, everybody. We're trying to finish off the journey, that round trip that we started not one stream ago, but 2 streams ago. So we're trying to put the hammer down and finish this off. Your Midland, if anyone can figure out it's you. It's one day at a time, and I appreciate that, John. Thank you. And Nick from Vegas. Modern job search is a nightmare. Finally got a good job with grades. It's grades at a gas station, but you're 90% job posting still exists. Yeah, unfortunately. But I'm glad you got a job. Awesome to hear that. And I hope it all works out for you. And get yourself a beverage with this money. Thank you, CVK Studios. I appreciate it. I have my beverage of choice. I don't drink, but I have my trusty Coca-Cola. Not sponsored, though. If they wanted to, I would gladly appreciate it. Especially given the amount currently in my fridge. So, there's that. as we're doing 37 miles an hour, which is probably a little too fast. Me and my Mike, have I heard about the Wilmington Western Ceasing operation? I have. That's a shame for that organization. I wish them all the best. I hope it turns out for the best, and hope that they're able to recover from it. As the EBT has proven, a ceasing of operation is not necessarily a death sentence. So, you know, there is that. And, you know, it's one of those things where we'll hopefully see that they come out of this better. And if not, I hope some of that, you know, turns out well for them. And Bandit, you do like the idea of golf with your friends if you can make the stream. Again, it all depends on when I have that meeting. I now have a meeting on Thursday. Nothing job related, unfortunately, but some good meetings taking place in other areas of my life. So, just need to be aware of that. So our community night will still happen, and it will still be Thursday, but it will likely change time slot. So just keep an eye out for the announcement for that. I'll hopefully know more tomorrow. And KDR is here. I haven't seen you in a while, KDR. How are you doing? Howdy. Hope you are well. And Arctic Graywolf, so unless you get a job before April, you're going to go back to truck driving. So I've heard truck driving can be fun and decently profitable. So hopefully, if that does happen, I hope that works out for you. And I hope you're at least able to enjoy it. So CVK might look at golf with friends if you compile with macOS. I don't know if it is. And JSJ, did you hear golf with friends? You did, in fact, hear golf with friends. We're not playing golf with friends right now, but that might be our community night. So be aware of that. And Kiara, you're okay. It's just been a minute. Yes, it has, and I'm glad you're doing okay, though. Currently playing Elite Dangerous. I think you're playing streaming on monitors while you do some Space Game. Space Game is fun. I've heard good things about Elite Dangerous. I never got into it myself, but you know, it should be awesome. I hope that goes well. And you did it before. Company shouldn't be too bad. So awesome. Good. Glad to hear that. Is Golf with Friends free? I don't think it is. I do know Golf with... Is Golf with Friends 2 coming out? I think that's coming out soon. But Golf with Friends itself, I believe, is not free, but it's not expensive. It's currently $14.99 in United States dollars land. And yes, there is going to be a Golf with Your Friends 2 coming soon. Supposedly releasing this year, but currently not out. So add that to my wish list. But we'll probably be doing normal Golf with Friends because we can get a lot of golf with friends. But what if our friends don't play golf? Well, then you can play golf with friends with us. And meanwhile, my guess is United States and almost Florida. I did see that. Shame that that situation worked out the way it did with that ship. I would have loved to have seen it preserved and turned into something like the USS New Jersey was, or all the other museum ships, or the Queen Mary. But unfortunately, sometimes it's just not meant to be. And at least some of the ship is being preserved, and it is going to become a very popular attraction. So that there is that, and the story of that ship will live on in the stuff that is preserved from it, as well as what's they decide to tell in the museum that's supposedly being built to help support what's going on there. So, again, it's a shame that that's what happened with that ship, but, you know... You know, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, honestly, I'm out of the ship to honestly look like it was sunk under the ocean for 20 years already. Yeah. I'm not going to speak ill of the organization because they tried to save the ship in the begin with, and I don't know all the history there. But it's one of those. I feel for that organization. I wish it turned out better for them, but it didn't. And you know, unfortunately, that again, not every situation turns out positively, but I feel like this was the most positive outcome for that situation, given everything going. The opposite of Pokemon, exactly. Can't preserve them all as much as we want to. Trust me, as much as we wish everything could be saved and everything could be preserved indefinitely, that kind of stuff takes time, money, effort, and sometimes that time, money, and effort is not just in showing up every 3 weeks to a work weekend. It's millions of dollars, and unfortunately, sometimes the support's just not there. And in fact, that even affects our usual preservation organizations. Because our usual preservation organizations, sometimes they put out, you know, what they're doing, and they thought there would be a lot of interest, and there just isn't. And it's nothing against them. It's not that they're doing anything wrong. It's just the amount of time and effort into it is just not entirely there, and the market's just not there to support it, unfortunately. Not saying it's a bad thing, not saying it's a good thing either. There's only so much money in the world, and you know, only so much time in the world, and only so many people in the world. So one can only hope, you know, for unfortunately, that's just the way it works out sometimes. And hey, it's not a knock against anyone involved. It's just sometimes that's the way the things in the world work. That's the way things be. Sometimes that's the way things be. It don't be, but it do. And Challenger's here. Welcome, Challenger. And I see PML's here. Welcome. Doing all right. Again, no real news on the job search front, but trying to be positive, trying to maintain the good attitude, be happy, and I'm doing okay. I hate... You guys probably could have noticed that the last few weeks have been a little harder for me than usual. And again, it's all having to do with the job. Today, I'm honestly doing better. Not because of anything in particular. It's just... I guess that initial wave of stress and emotion and just, you know, everything is finally past, and it's now time to just knuckle down and get it done, for lack of a better way of putting it. So yeah, it's one of those things. And Tyler Johnson's here. Welcome. Hope all is well with you. An excellent challenger. Congrats. I hope you enjoy your college experience. I hope it goes well for you. And I hope you found it valuable. Can I try and stop moving around the mic, please? I'm sorry. I'm bobbing and weaving my head, JSJ. I'm sorry. You know, I'm trying to be happy here. I'm bobbing. I'm being happy. You can barely hear me sometimes? Huh. Why can you barely hear me sometimes? I guess that's just the way it is sometimes. I might want to update my member ticket. Oh, thank you, PML. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that. So actually, give me as we make our stop here at Alarka, give me a second to actually do that. You're gonna get this update live and in person. Okay, a live and in person update. Other times I blow out your headphones. I'm sorry. Sorry, JSJ. I'll try. Yeah, I know. I'm still getting used to the directionality of this microphone, if that makes sense. Alright, as we're stopped here at Alarka, we're going to update our member role here. We're A to Z. Holy cow. This is going to be a big update, apparently. I do apologize for not doing this more regularly, and by this, I mean the updates. It's one of those things that kind of ends up skipping my mind. Just want to make sure we're dealing with this correctly. Okay, that all looks good to me. Let me know if you see any issues, folks. That should now be updated. In theory. In theory. I'm saying in theory. There we go. All right. That should now be updated. Chickens or ducks? Oh god. Now we're talking about food. This can only go well. And Colin Black's here. Welcome, Colin Black. Ducks? What was that ducking from? God damn it, Bandit. Alrighty. Food is best jet. Oh god. Evidently ducking from limes. Yes. Yes, Bandit. Yes. Ducking from legally distinct limes. And Espen and Marsh, hello! Holy cow. We're getting some people I haven't seen in a while. Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Appreciate all of you. I'm assuming Challenger just had an ad. Or no who? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but welcome. Welcome. First time I've seen that name. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to having a good time. We're chilling. We got good vibes going on. Don't know how long this stream will exactly go for, but you know, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're doing good. Somebody's got to pay the bill. Buying all these limes. Yeah. Also, for those who haven't already, this is going to be a little bit of an advertisement. I do apologize. But please go check out my latest video, which is now available to the public. It involves what it means to do the thing. What that entails, how it's not all just about the pretty choo-choos and the everything involved with that. So please go check that out. It only takes 6 to 7 minutes of your time. And I personally think, I might be a little biased here, I personally think it's a good video. But I produced it, of course. So there is that. But yeah, just if you have a moment of about 6 minutes and 37 seconds of your time, please go check out that video called Being Involved in Rail Preservation. What does it mean to do the thing? I would say don't do it right now, but it's entirely up to you. You know, you pick. I just ask that you at some point check it out, because I put a decent amount of effort into that video, and I hope people resonate with that message and can understand why I presented that message the way I did. How much does it take for a face reveal? Well, Challenger, the answer to that is probably more money than anyone here has. However, you might want to take a look at that video I just mentioned, because there may or may not be some form of Midland reveal in that video. And I will say, my face is out there, if you know where to look. That's the key part about that. It's like, if you know where to look. Sorry, getting a screenshot real quick. Screenshot. Now, I will say, if somebody did donate like $500 on this stream, I would do everything in my power during the community night to have a face cam for at least a little bit, if it didn't take too much of my internet connection. Celestial, there's an arm reveal. The big EVT doesn't want you to know this, but Midland is actually the thing from the Addams family. He's just a former man. That I will deny. I will categorically deny that one. Oh, jeez, that's been... Ouch, but that's funny. Don't really care about face. You're here for the train. Well, we are here for the train, too. And the train is now departing. Let's see here. How much water? Oh, we okay. We're doing okay. See, Bandon can confirm. He has seen me. I, in fact, have a face. He can confirm this. In fact, we're getting close to it being almost 2 years ago when you saw me. Because that was like end of May, two years ago, I think. Challenger has seen me. Now I'm wondering who you were, Challenger. Now I'm wondering. That's what they want you to think. No, ZVK, we are not doing VTuber. No, that is not happening. That I will say no to. Almost a year ago. Okay, okay. Now I have a vague amount. Now I have a vague timing range. Yeah, pretty close. Sometime May 2023. Yeah, that was almost 2 years ago. In JSJ, I said $500. So please, and JSJ, please no. And when I say dollar amounts, that's not a challenge for you guys. That you don't have to donate. Any donations is always appreciated, but you don't have to donate. I do my best to engage you guys as much as I can without that, and I just appreciate you guys being here and all your comments and likes and and all that, like, and all that. So again, just please don't donate just because I throw out a number. You don't have to. Your mere presence here is enough. JSJ has seen me, and he is currently lying. You know what? I'm gonna put this in chat. I'm gonna leave it in the chat. If I set a goal of $500, so that way it's not just one person. If I set a goal of $500 for a face reveal, would you guys be okay with that? I want your input on this, so let me know. As the experience would mention heist a time or two in your presence. Okay. I think I know exactly. Okay, I'm remembering now. Okay, I'm seeing yeses. Oh, darn, it's not. So we're going to go for, I'm going to put it as an hour. So we've been going for about 30 minutes at this point. Going to put all. Oh, it's not. Oh, YouTube is doing this a really silly way. YouTube is doing this a really silly way. So you know what? We're gonna do. You guys are gonna get a deal here, because of the way it's. You guys are gonna get a deal here, because it won't let me do. Because I don't want to set the bar too high, and it's only doing it by like a minimum amount and an amount of super chats, if that makes sense. So you guys have the chance to get a deal here potentially. Because I'm going to do 50 super chats at $5, so that should be $250 in total. I'm going to set the timer for. I'm going to set it for I'm going to set it for an hour. Just because I don't know how much longer we have in this journey. So we're going to go with that, okay? How does that sound? We all good with that? Say in chat now or forever hold your peace. Or your pie. I don't know which. Arctic says okay. feel like you agree. Oh, Colin Black, my vehicle is no problems purely because I swapped it out for a truck last year, thanks to you guys. Okay, so we have a goal. It's 50 super chats, $5 and above for a face cam. That's the goal. Okay. But yeah, Colin Black, no, vehicle's doing great. In fact, that reminds me, tomorrow I need to call and get an oil change scheduled for it. And Challenger can ship some pies. Excellent. I expect nothing less. So the goal is there. Right? Oh, I can remove it, but I can't edit it. For the face. Thank you, ZBK. How many pies equals one super chat? I guess it's a 1 pie per super chat ratio. I don't know how much is pie these days. The one thing I will say, I wish... Thank you, Arctic. The one thing I do wish, I wish you could have different goals. I might have to do it the way Angry does it at some point. Oh, 3.14. Jeez, how did I miss that? I might have to do it the way Angry does it. To get the granularity I want, because I don't know if I like the way that YouTube does it. I wish there was a way you could just do like a dollar amount. YouTube, if you're listening, not that you are, please make that a thing. Australian or American pie. Oh, God. You know this part kind of passed, but you think it'd be fun to make a PNG tuber for someone someday. Not Midland, obviously, considering he's how vehemently opposed to the idea he was. A PNG tuber. So you're saying just like an image staring at you constantly. That would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. It moves a bit, but yeah, it can change facial expressions. Oh, so it's... Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I get the idea. You do have a very good art style there, Celestial. I will give you that. And you're at soup. Apparently we have soup now. It's no longer just pies, it's soup. Alright, we're getting underway here. Challenger, I'm not just going to give out my address. I do appreciate the thought, though. I'm partial to chocolate pie, if I have any pie. Chocolate pie has been what I'm partial to. But no, I'm not just going to give out my address. Sorry. That's just not a thing. It is not confirmed at all, PML. No, no, no. Oh God, JSJ. Thank you, JSJ. Well, I guess JSJ just broke the goal. And by broke it, I mean it's not doing it the way I want it to. So thank you, JSJ. I appreciate you. So I'm going to have to manually keep up track in my head. We're at $210 now. So now we can't rely on the goal tracker. But thank you, JSJ. Appreciate you. So we're at 210. You just need $40 more, folks. For me to attempt to face reveal. But thank you, JSJ. Greatly appreciate you. And again, you guys don't have to donate. This is if you want to. It's all greatly appreciated, though. Be aware of that. And there's the $40. Thank you, JJ. So now I guess I have to attempt a face cam on the next stream. Jeez. You know it's absurd how wasteful the food packaging industry is. We got a few 1-ton bales. They're mostly potato bags and flour bags. Although I guess not really wasteful because they're getting recycled. But it's still insane. He wants me to read out his insane Ravioli Pie Man. Oh God. JSJ, is this what night shift is doing to you? Thank you, Arctic. Alright, I guess I need to figure out face cam for next stream for the community night. Maybe that'll be a nightly stream goal, where if people want face cam for the next stream, we have to reach a certain mark. I don't know if I like that, but if chat goes for it, sure. Thank you, JSJ. Thank you, Arctic. Chat, with your permission, I am going to remove the goal because we did reach it. We did reach $250. So with your permission, I would like to remove the goal. That way you guys don't get confused. But just let me know. Do I drink, Mr. Midland? How much would it cost to see you drunk while driving trains? The answer is no, I do not drink. That is a very personal decision for me. I got drunk once and didn't really like the way it made me feel, so I decided no. I like to feel that I've been happier overall in my life because of it. Leave goal and get rich. Oh God. CVK, thank you. And thank you, Arctic Rail member for 2 months. You're saying you agree with that? We can do chaos rolls, JSJ. I wasn't being explicit about it. We can if you want. Or, if I can oh no. That could only go poorly, but I like it. I think I have an idea for the next community night. If yes, add some cars. Well, tell me how many. Tell me what type and how many. No, I just thought of a devious idea for the next community night. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, do I share it? Do I share it, chat? All right. Before I share that, chat, I out of respect for you guys, I'm going to remove the goal. You guys did it. Thank you. Sorry, I'm reading YouTube here, and it's confusing me. Yeah. Just for the sake of not breaking anything, I'm going to leave it up. Yeah, because I'm worried it might break something. Okay. The next community night. You know how Angry likes doing his races against AI, against people, and things like that? What if we did a race, but not the way Angry does it? What if we did a race where it was Midland versus the community? Where I was on one train, the community was on another, and we raced from one end of the map to the other just to cause chaos and see. Obviously, there would be ground rules, like, you know, no just messing with each other's trains or anything. But I feel like that could be a fun idea. I feel like that could be a fun idea. It could also just be pure chaos. I will say the community stream is going to have to start earlier. I just need to figure out when earlier. All right. JSJ said add 24 of the heaviest passenger car, which apparently is the Osgood Bradley lightweight, because I haven't fully finished out this mod pack yet, and I don't have the P70s. Chaos. I saw that, JSJ. We're getting it. We're making it happen. This is the heaviest I have available to me. By tonnage, at least. Roadmaster to send all sorts of traffic against you, clocking lines to make it realistic. I'll have to think on this idea tomorrow. I feel like this could be a fun idea. For a chunk. Oh, I haven't used this new UI much. This looks okay. And trains are fun. Welcome. Yes, trains are in fact fun. All right. Oop. Brakes. Which American steam locomotive hauled the longest excursion train? How many carriages did it haul? I think that honor belongs to either the CNO 614 or Nickel Plate 765, because I'm fairly certain both of them hauled close to 30 cars on the New River Gorge excursion trains. I'm pretty sure it's one of those two. If we're counting non-excursion trains, then I hate to break it to you, 39.85 takes the cake with the hauling of the Ringley Brothers circus train. So, well, that and the stack train wasn't an excursion train; that was a freight train. If we're keeping specifically excursions, I think the honor is 765 or 614. If we expand excursion to include, like private moves over railroad with passengers, then it's still 39.85. Well, then it is 39.85, but with the Ringley Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus train. I hope that was a comprehensive answer. And again, I must stress, should be wrong, or could be wrong. Circus train mod. That would be neat. Seeing a circus train mod would be neat. Also, I'm going to put a message in chat here just to make sure everybody... The Freedom Train wasn't actually that long, surprisingly. The complete Freedom Train wasn't that long at all. The Golden Spike Limited, the Centennial, that might have been decently long, but I still think the honor still belongs to that New River train. Sorry, I'm typing that message in chat just in case anybody asked and pinning it. That way they wonder why the goal's still there. Again, thank you to all of you, JSJ, Arctic. You guys are mad lads. Thank you. ZVK. Just thank you to all of you. Appreciate you. Meanwhile, we have a Mikado hauling many cars. Good bank engine. 844 was just a good all-around excursion engine, and then 4014 showed up and didn't replace it. It just showed up and is the new thing. Put it this way, if Union Pacific didn't have plans for 844, they wouldn't have kept it. They would, it would be otherwhere in other places across their yard. So I don't have any confirmation of this, and if I did, I wouldn't be able to say. But I have a pretty good feeling that UP hasn't given up on 844. 844 just needs a lot of work, and operating the big boy is a lot of work. So I would not be surprised if that is what's going on there. I could be wrong. It could be that the big boy is now the big thing, which, I mean, it's a big boy. It's going to be big. But, hey, any steam running is good steam running. Challenger, we're going the opposite way. The last time we were in Railroader, we went Marble. We're heading towards Whittier at the moment, with 29 cars, not including the engine. And Everett Railroad 11 Productions, hello. Welcome. And actually, there should be Everett 11 should be running soon, from what I've been hearing, later on in March. I have a feeling I know why JSJ did this, because it was to slow us down. That's right, Arctic. They are doing the necessary work. It's just a lot of work, and it probably needs a 1472 at this point. And that keeping a steam engine running, especially one that's been used like that one, is going to be fun. And Challenger, any steep grades on this stretch? Going up to Cowie is decent. It's not steep, but it's decently steep. You want to go see 4449? Trains are fun. Oh, that's one engine I do want to see at some point. Just purely just to say I saw it because it looks like such a neat engine. Maybe someday. I do like that organization's future, especially since they have acquired the short line that's right next to them. So that should help them immensely and secure their long-term future. So, yeah. You got to see 4014 and 44 at the Golden Spike. Awesome. That was one trip I wish I could have gone on, but I was a little busy and didn't have the money. Official PRR, oh god. Everett's also restoring funding to Broadtown 38. Yes, they are. Which will be neat, because it'll be neat to see that engine run. Yes, I have been to the Everett. In fact, on my channel... actually, I might not have posted it. I thought I had a video of Everett 11, but yeah, I've ridden the Everett a number of times. But I guess I don't have a video of it. But yeah, I've ridden that railroad a number of times. It's a neat little railroad. But my heart and soul kind of belongs to a little narrow gauge railroad in the middle of nowhere. And thoughts on 734 finally getting rebuilt. I am grateful that that engine is getting rebuilt. I hope that things go well for the Western Maryland guys, because I know they've been dealing with some extensive repair work recently. So I hope things get better for them. But, you know, having 734 back, which is one of the original engines that they had, at least when that form of the organization first started, will be good to see. And I would love to get to ride behind that engine, because I've never been to the Western Maryland, and frankly, I want to get to ride behind some of that stuff. And soon, official PRR will be going to Woodstown. Awesome. Neat little railroad. Good little operation. Hope you enjoy. Did my donation to Mid-Continent to get CNW 1385 back on the rails next year, hopefully. Awesome. That's one thing that I've been wanting to see. That's a good little project there. I'm glad that they're finally doing that. You'd love to see 734, but you're not going to the States for foreseeable future due to reasons we will avoid discussing. Understandable. Hopefully you get to hear some point, though, Celestial. Why doesn't the East Coast ever get big steam stars besides the T1 and the Berks? And the answer to that is trackage rates and clearances. That's basically all the internal politics and deals that need to be worked out in order to get an engine to come over the road, as well as what the line is able to support. Western Maryland might also be acquiring the Pacific 2201 from Hagerstown. I've been confused about that situation. I've genuinely been confused about that situation, because from what I've seen, and this is from an outsider who has no involvement with the Western Maryland or Hagerstown. From what I've seen, it seems like a lot of outsiders want Western Maryland to buy that locomotive, but neither Western Maryland nor that town want that transaction to take place, and it's just a lot of external people saying, hey, we would really like to see this. That's my impression. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good if it didn't happen, or if it did happen, because it would be awesome if it did happen. But that's my impression of the situation just as an outsider. And that's a little bit weird of a situation to be in. You know, so there's that. Didn't Western Maryland buy another route for the Georges Creek? I don't know if they bought it. I think they're leasing it. It could be, they could, either one. I'm not entirely sure. Alaska Fire Railroad 557 is almost done. Yes, it is. Very grateful to see that engine come back. So that's gonna be cool. In Chris McIntyre, Norfolk Southern has two of the best steam engines. We refuse to use them. No, they don't. Norfolk Southern does not own 611 or 1218. Those are both property and owned by the Virginia Museum of Transportation. And the Virginia Museum of Transportation is what decides what happens with those engines. 1218 will likely never run again. More than likely. It just logistically will not be feasible. The amount of money to get that engine running again is just not there, etc. With 611, the situation becomes less so that they have money to run it, more so places to run it. They did a fall season on the Buckingham branch. I'm sorry to see that they weren't able to do that last year, because that would have been neat. But, you know, if they have a working relationship with NS, they could probably get the engine over the road. But NS itself has no company interest physically or monetarily in an excursion locomotive or an excursion program. So, there's that. There's always that, White Pass aficionado, there's always those ramblings running around. Always rumors of that. There's been rumors that 2101 or 2100, when it's done, will go to the RNN for a little bit as a lease or something. I don't know. It'd be neat if 611 did go that far north again. I personally, for me, I don't know that it will. It could. Would it be neat? Yeah. Would I want to see it? Maybe. Just depends on timing and everything. So it'd be neat. I'm not going to say it wouldn't be. It'd definitely be neat. But I will say Andy and the RNN Steam team kind of had their hands full at the moment, getting a 1472 done in 425 and running 2102. And I think they kind of are okay with that being it. What's my favorite narrow gauge steam locomotive? Ever Railroad 11 Productions. My favorite narrow gauge steam locomotive is that's a non-answer. You're asking. They're not necessarily my kids, but they're not that I have kids, because I don't. You're basically asking me to pick between 6 engines that I can't pick between. So there's that. What engine would I want in this sim? A Reading T1. A Reading T1 for coal drags would be awesome. But, you know, there's that. And 1218 should run on the Reading with O2 on coal. That was kind of a test run publicity stunt almost. A lot of people read a lot more into that than they should have. Was it neat that it happened? Absolutely. It was hilarious and awesome that it happened. But I wouldn't... as a rail fan, would it be awesome? Yeah. This is where my logistical side of my brain kicks in and goes, but it wouldn't necessarily be logistically great, if that makes sense. So there's that. And is there a schedule out for AFT 250? AFT 250. Let's just say don't anticipate anything coming of that. I could see, you know, potentially something akin to the Amtrak 40th anniversary excursions, and I say excursions loosely, but like the display trip. I could see something like that happening for the 250th anniversary, but I would not expect something on the scale of the original American Freedom Train at all. And White Pass aficionado, that's kind of this. You're saying your favorite narrow gauge engine is 473, which is weird coming from somebody who is a White Pass aficionado. Though I think the K28s did go to the White Pass, so there's that. And yes, Challenger, not that T1 or the next T1, but the other T1. Exactly. Not the duplex or the T1 that we already have modded into the game from the CNO. Courtesy of the WN, a few people. I think it's RC Rockin' who made that one. I need to play with that mod at some point too. But, you know, it'd be neat. Yes, Colin. 2102 is a 484. And Challenger is what possibly coming to New York? Could you please clarify that for me? And you're excited for 1361 being held out by Strasbourg. That is neat. I'm glad that they're getting all the help they can. I hope that ultimately works out. If there was ever... There's always like that list of locomotives that if they ever got a second chance, they deserve it. And that's one of them. So that'd be neat. And what's my favorite standard gauge locomotive? Steam locomotive. This one is, you're probably going to laugh at me for, quite frankly, because it can't pull much and it can't do much besides go fast on a commuter run. But the Canadian Pacific Jubilees are my favorite standard gauge steam locomotive. And yes, the CNO T1 is pretty powerful. Yeah. Big choo choo, big wow. It big choo choo, big wow. AF2250 on its tour. So I'm confused. The AFT250, aka Reading T1 2100, to my knowledge, is going to be on a few different railroads, not necessarily in one specific location, but they're playing that card pretty close to the chest, and I can understand why. You don't want to say a plan until you actually have a finalized plan in place, so I don't blame them for playing that card close to their chest. So will it come close to Binghamton? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be going on a nationwide tour like it did for the 2101 did for the American Freedom Train. Just my take on it. But hey, we'll see what happens when that plan develops. And they did, Celestial. They did. Cotton Bell 819 deserves a second chance. That would be a neat locomotive to see run again. It would be. I can understand why it's not. Supporting an engine that big, you need a fairly sizable organization behind it. You just do. It's one of those things where the amount of support that goes into a locomotive that large is rather extensive. And the Forgotten GS6 in St. Louis. Neat locomotive. I don't know much more than that. I'd rather see some other locomotives run, but that's just me personally. And I must stress, this is just my personal takes on things. This is not me having any inside information, for lack of a better way of putting it. I do not know these organizations. I do not volunteer at these organizations, and if I did, I still likely wouldn't be in a position to say anything. So yeah. Oops, has something for a second. Back now. What do you need to restore a live steamer back to steam? A lot of mechanical know-how. Make sure you take it to a certified boiler situation. There's a lot of involved in that process, genuinely. Some people think it's not as much as the real thing. It's actually a lot. Pretty close to the real thing, too. Did I know Russia had a copy of a Yellowstone? I would not be surprised. That does not surprise me at all. Yeah, it's still at 7.5-inch gauge. It's still a lot. Knowing somebody who's involved in that industry, still a lot. I would say start looking around, getting some resources. Don't try and do any boiler work yourself unless you're a certified boiler welder or mechanic. Just period, end of statement. It is a pressure vessel. It can very much hurt you, and we don't want that happening. So good, actually. Jeez. All right. Well, we just stopped at Wilmot. We have Silva and Dillsborough remaining. And somehow this Mikado is just handling this passenger train. Somehow. Such a ridiculous consist. But yeah, when it comes to live steam, just please take all precautions. Don't just do it. Don't just dig a boiler out of the ground and fire it up. Take it to people who know what they're doing. Don't want to see anybody get hurt. Don't want anybody get seriously injured or even worse. It would not be good. We don't want that. Alright, we're making it to Barker's. We're at Barker's now. Barker. Yeah, no boom. We don't want any boom. No boom. As Arctic Gray will put it so eloquently. No boom. What's my favorite East Broad top whistle? All of them. There's the answer. All of them. They all have their own unique character. They really do. Everything else is fine except from the outside. been inside for a long time, we'll need to take it off the smoke box door, check the tubes and flues. Would you need to get an ultrasound in the boiler? That depends on your local regulations. I would highly suggest going to a local steam club, live steam club, because the people there will likely know exactly what you need, and they won't be able to like pay for the process, but they'll be able to tell you what you need to do and walk you through what you need to do to get that engine the way it should be. What's my favorite cooking spoon? The one I'm using at the time. Trying to charge up the grade here. We're at the base of the grade. We're doing 32 miles an hour. This isn't even that much of a grade, frankly. 1%. But it's steady. What's my favorite stupid unanswerable question? It's this one, ain't it? That's a good one, John Rhodes. That's a good one. We're at a steady climb. We're almost to the tunnel, though. We should be okay. This was from a guy who had a railroad in his backyard, but he has a widow. Do you think that she would have something to help with that project? Probably not. Unfortunately, in that situation, they're usually just looking to get rid of stuff. So she might have like books somewhere or records of the engine somewhere. And if she does, that's awesome. But I don't know that she would know necessarily what those look like and where they are. Oh, God. John Rhodes, are you in your comedic arc this evening? We're down to a pickpocket snatches your watch. Oh, God. Limes. Yes, that is our legally distinct limes. Challenger, no, you don't necessarily need to, but there are different procedures in place that can be as intensive as a 1472, but scaled down to that scale. So just, again, go try and find a local live steam club, find the people who have been through this and know this, and go from there. I don't know. Why doesn't duck wear pants? Yes, they are working on diesels to send in Century Steam, and that we've known that from the beginning. That was in the trailer. Celestial. Well, we're up over the hill and into Cowie, so we don't necessarily have any major grades, but the start out of Dillsborough can be tricky. You low-key forgot they were in the trailer. Happens sometimes, don't worry about it. Well, I hope that goes well, Challenger. Well, we haven't even emptied the aux tender yet. Nice. This is your stop, Steve. Well, I hope that goes well, Challenger. Enjoy. And have a wonderful evening. Alright. Shut the throttle. And coast a little bit. You have a lot there, John Rhodes. Jeez, this train's so long. Favorite railroad song? I don't really have a favorite railroad song. I'm not too into railroad songs, if that makes sense. Jeez, it's so long. Cars is train cars. I won't bring up automobile. Oh God. I think you need 10 more cars of baggage combine in the house. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the Penzi cars installed yet on this version of the mod pack. I will at some point. Oiled. Okay, we're doing okay. God, we're starting to climb out of Dillsboro. This might not go well. No way, John Rhodes. It's called I'm rebuilding the mod pack, and I'm doing so slowly and methodically. They will be installed when this version of the mod pack is finally released. You do have my word on that. They are coming back because I want the combine. But we're rebuilding the mod pack a little bit slowly and a little bit methodically. Because this is an experimental mod pack. This is not. This is not a main branch mod pack. So we gotta make sure everything works first and ensure things. It usually is, John Rhodes. It usually is. Again, I just need to make sure I have the right version of everything. There's nothing against that. I want it. It's just I'm being methodical and deliberate. I hope that is understandable. We're slowly getting some. Whatever gave you that idea, River 11 Productions? What gave you that idea? If I had to choose shift work, I'd probably do 5A to 1P or 1P to 9P. A or B. One of those two. If those were the shifts. I don't think I'm going to be able to fly this train. Having worked them all, I'm going to choose 5A to 1P. Okay. Understandable. With the new shifts on the boat, you're leading 5A to 1P because there's no one but me in my house. It's up before 11. You're almost off work before they wake up. Understandable. All right. We have made it. This train does not fit at all. And it's definitely not fitting in the Y. All right, I think the goal finally timed out. They're all waiting. I haven't really explored Silva, so we're going to pull forward a little bit here. Or at least try to. Oh, it's... For some reason, I thought there was supposed to be like a switch. A new switch. Like this tied in up here or something. Why, oh, why won't it fit on the... Won't it hit Y on the Y? Very good question. Very, very good question. I could have sworn that there was a new switch in Silva. Maybe I was looking at a mod or something. I could have been. And we didn't even run out of water in the aux tender. That's a tight switch, I just realized. That's a weird switch. It just goes yoink. Not enough God's valve gear. Yes, the WNCR. Definitely not enough the God's valve. That even knows you're here. Welcome. For those who don't know, the God's valve gear is Southern, because it is. The Silva Y is pretty big, but it's fairly. Yeah, it is. It is only on experimental right now. That's why we're testing out a new mod pack to deal with things. WNCR, unfortunately, I'm not entirely in a position in a call or anything where I can do that. So, unfortunately, I probably won't be able to do that today. But maybe at a time in the future, let me know, and we'll set something up. I will likely be. We have the community night on Thursday, so you're more welcome to join that. Like, more welcome. But unfortunately, I'm actually probably ending stream soon, so there is also that. As we try and muscle this train through Silva. But yeah, at some point in the future, WNCR, we will do things. And we will do stuff. I want to see how far up this I can drag. I want to see if I can even drag this consist past the switch or something. I don't think I'll be able to. The end is coming up pretty quick. JSJ made the train too long. The final test, does it fit anywhere in Silva? To which I think the answer is probably no. Oh, me. It'll be close clearance there. And incredibly close clearance there. So ridiculous. Such a ridiculous train. Thank you. On the subject of that, though, thank you very, very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for all the support. Thank you to all the folks who evidently made it so I have to do a face cam now on the next stream, which is community night. I did just get confirmation that I do have that meeting, so we are going to probably move up community night from 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. Stay tuned for that announcement. To join in, you got to be a member of the support crew and a member of the Discord. So do exclamation Discord and join us on Thursday But until then, folks, thank you very, very much for watching. And I can't thank you guys enough. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye.